the first quarter of play, and it's the Eagles in control of the football. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Andrews on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Commanders' 24-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, Howell.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Jalen Carter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Shifts by him. A great return there, 22 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Andrews now throwing on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now Andrews on 1st down. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
I give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be an MVP at this point in the season. And those votes may have turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Washington offense heading out. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. 2nd down, Howell now. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, and they get off the field.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. looking to throw. Andrews. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. The tight end in motion right. And here's Andrews throwing on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Andrews lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw is Andrews. To throw on 2nd down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in, and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Boy, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Powell throwing on 1st down here. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, 75 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Now Philadelphia ready to get. Again.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Andrews on 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Smith has it.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Andrews. It's caught. Smith. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Smith.
Well, the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Andrews now operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Operating from the gun, Andrews.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
2nd down, Howell back to pass.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Tough task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
And out come the Eagles. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Andrews throwing on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And here's Andrews to throw again.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Here now, a third down and 8. They'll go play action. Howell. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Third down after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this a 39-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. In motion left goes Smith. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
So that's going to push them back half the distance. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Still first down.
To throw is Andrews. A final shot before break. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said thank you. appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and now they're in the hurry up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Andrews. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. But he doesn't quite make it. Taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Again, McCaffrey.
And he's in. Touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. He's up to 18 now. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 25-yard line.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Second down, Howell now. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the seventh time this game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
Third and long, here's Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
There he goes left side.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Cody Barton there to bring him down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Nolan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Howell.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Nolan Smith
In there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both first and second this forward up to about the 7. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's fielded at the 45. Oh, he shifts past him. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his man complete. It's Smith. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. On 4th down, Andrews. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Andrews on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And that is incomplete. Zero hesitation that time. He just got it and put it out in the right flat. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Well, you know how hard these quarterbacks nowadays work on just getting the ball in their hands and making a quick decision and throwing the football. Didn't work out in this case.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10.
From back at their own 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll throw.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down throw for Howell.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's able to break out one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
Doesn't help indeed. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 62 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Andrews. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. You factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line.
Here's Howell. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Howell, another throw on second down.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Andrews now to throw on third down.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Andrews throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Here's Howell to throw on second down.
And his throw is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back and blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
First down, Howell to throw.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
It's Howell with another throw.
Fighting to stay upright. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. to the left sideline and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Howell with one final shot.
And this is going to be caught. So a defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also of little consequences. This game is over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?